Everybody, Anthony with Dude Ranting. If you like what I have to say or I offend you, I'm doing my job. So a phrase I've been hearing get kicked around a lot, toxic masculinity. Now, is the phrase just misunderstood? Or are they really trying to say pretty much every male trait is bad? In my research, I found a common theme where it says, the brains between men and women are not much different, and the only differences between us are social or societal norms. That's not true at all. I can prove that wrong, but another rant for another day. Toxic masculinity, though, refers to men are taught to suppress emotions or mask distress, maintain an appearance of hardness or being a tough guy, and violence as an indicator of power. That in and of itself I'd have to agree with, sans the men and women are the same except for the social societal norms, blah, blah, blah. If it's just the suppress emotion, appear hard, violence is power, I completely agree. The problem is I feel like it gets taken too far by progressives. I've seen this before and I've been told this, that it's toxic masculinity at its worst because I think it's good for kids to play sports and who have winners and losers. There are valuable lessons to be learned in losing. You respect. There's always a winner, always a learner. You respect your wins more. Review. What happened? What can I do to get better? How can I better accomplish my goals? Works for life and in sports. Humility. A loss can make you humble, make you always want to work to improve. Plus, you might feel bad or embarrassed that you lost, but you can rise above it and you'll be emotionally stronger having faced it and got through it. Perspective. If a loss is the worst thing that happened to you, you're doing pretty good in life. Resiliency. You can overcome this. But now, saying that and saying kids should have to learn those lessons, and I want them to learn those lessons, that's toxic. I practice martial arts. And when he's old enough, I want to teach my son martial arts. That's toxic, and you're teaching him violence is okay. No, I'm not. In reality, I'm teaching him to be a pacifist. 99% of the time, when a fight occurs, it's because two people wanted it to. A pacifist knows they could beat the shit out of that person, and they don't need to engage that person. They have the confidence just to walk away. Whatever, I don't really care. What about bullying? Bullying's always been a problem. It will probably always be a problem. Well, I'll teach my kid that words only have the power you give them. They're just words. It doesn't really matter. Now, if you combine that with him being able to physically defend himself, what's a bully going to do? Make fun of you? What do you care? If he wants to get physical with you, you know you could beat the crap out of him. Another part of this, what if I think somebody's attractive? Can I say, hey, I think that person's attractive? Nope, that's toxic now. No, not catcalling. I think that person's attractive. Nope, that's objectifying women. Can't do it now. That's toxic masculinity. So we can't acknowledge that somebody's attractive. We basically can't do anything that promotes, in my opinion, growth through sports or things like that. What are we supposed to do? Because facing emotions and being mentally strong is essential to life, but you're robbing kids of those things that could help them out with it. And if they experience later in life, are they going to deal with it the same? Is it going to be better? Is it going to be worse? We don't know. Perspective, humility, respect, review, resiliency, all of these are emotional things you can learn. Heard The Rock say once, it's nice to be important, but it's more important to be nice. I agree with that. That's the things I want to teach people, as well as those other ones. Toxic masculinity is too often used just to denounce anything you don't like by progressives, and basically it seems like anything other than crying your eyes out 24/7 is considered toxic masculinity. I think that's a bunch of shit. Can we get to what it is and just teach our kids to be emotionally strong? And even if that's through something like sports, that it's not toxic, that maybe it's actually good for them? I'm Anthony, Dude Ranting.